The brand new Raven Cave is here, and today I'm going to be attempting to get every ore in only 10 hours. The timer starts now. Okay, and here we are. If we go ahead and check out the index, we can see that there are 8 brand new ores in the Raven Cave. And I have already gotten the 2 most common ones, but I will be getting those again, just to see how fast we can actually get every ore. Some of these ores are like actually insane too. I'm pretty sure the heart is like a 1 in 300,000 or something like that. So getting that will not be easy. So we better go ahead and get started. And the lighting in this cave is genuinely insane. It's one of the coolest like lighting in the game. Everything has like red aura. With that being said though, the mobs in here are like super tough. Like I literally have some of the best armor in the game. And if I'm not careful, they'll still kill me. And talking about the best gear in the game, I also have the new dragon head pickaxe. And before we actually get to mining, let's go ahead and equip our dwarf race to help us out a bit. Oh, look at my health. I've already lost like 25% health in like a second that I wasn't paying attention. You got to be very careful here. And is that a new ore or no? I think that's like that one moss ore. Bruh, I'm stunned. You see what I mean? These demonic spiders literally spawn out of nowhere and they do so much damage too. Getting all these ores is not going to be easy. Luckily for me though, my luck is super good. And look, we're about to get the first ore out of this rock right here. Come on, medium red crystal. Lock in for me, please. Oh, and nope. Tis be all right. It wouldn't be no fun if we got everything out of the first crystal we destroyed. Bruh. Wait, no. Oh, no. We're already down to like half health. Yeah, these guys are like strong. Oh, and wait a minute. This actually looks like a very W setup here. So I halfway destroy this one until I can see what's inside of it. Just like that. And wait, it's kind of hard to see what's in there. Let's actually go ahead and equip our simple lantern. There we go. Okay, yeah, that's a bit easier to see now. It's still hard, but like, oh, no, right. Yeah, we didn't get nothing out of it. Oh, that reminds me. I completely forgot I had minor potions. Let's go ahead and pop these. So there's the first one, second, and then here goes the third. And then while I'm also popping buffs, do I have? Yes, I have the master miner equipped. Perfect. That'll help me destroy these rocks a lot faster. And oh yeah, look at that. We're destroying these rocks super fast now. Like you can definitely feel the swing speed. Unfortunately though, it doesn't look like we'll get anything new out of this rock here. So now that we're like halfway done destroying that rock, we can just move on to this one and we can literally just go in a huge circle. Since if I'm not mistaken, for like 90% of the new rocks, you can literally get them in these medium crystals. So like we should be chilling. Now that I'm thinking about it, it would probably be more ideal if we get 3 large crystals like this. Those large red crystals are low-key a lot more rare though. Yep, look, I found one right over here, but it's literally guarded by the big boss. And this guy's like actually tough. I've already died to this person once before. Not this specific one, but like I have died to the queen spiders. Actually, if we kill this queen spider right here, we should have a pretty decent setup since we can destroy this large crystal and then we can like run over there to the other one. Oh, and wait, I'm not even having too much trouble this time. I guess the strat is like staying right under them. Good to know. Yo, and wait a minute. We're literally getting 2 void stars out of this one large red crystal. I would have really preferred not to mine since the large red crystals are so rare, but 2 out of 1 is like insane. Actually, wait, maybe if we destroy these 3, we can get like 3 large red crystals to spawn in like this formation. Okay, wait, let's actually go ahead and try that real quick. And yo, wait a minute. Nice. That's already a moonstone. That's one of the rocks we needed, one of the ores. So just like that, we have completed 1 out of 8 of the ores that we needed. Only another 7 to go. Unfortunately for us, that moonstone was like one of the more common ones too. So like, yeah, this isn't going to be easy. Anyways, let's go ahead and mine up this other rock to hopefully get some large red crystals in this formation. Oh, and we got a small one, but like, maybe large ones only spawn deeper in the cave. The only issue with that is that there's like a bunch of spiders over there. I'd really rather not go deeper into the cave than this, just because like at that point, you're spending more time killing spiders than actually mining. Okay, yeah, let's low-key just try to get a couple large crystals in this formation and then we'll go from there. Ooh, and after a bit of grinding, it was possible. Look at this. We got 2 large crystals right here. That is genuinely perfect. I couldn't ask for a better setup than this. So now I literally just destroyed this crystal right here to like 25% health or just like, what is that? 50% health. And then after I do that, oh, wait a minute. That's a heart or whatever it's called. It is called I don't know. You can't really see the name as you can see, but this is the heart of the island right there. You could barely see it, like heart of the island. And this is actually the only way you can get the stolen heart if I'm not mistaken. Also, it looks like that ore in there is kind of mid. So let's just like destroy it to like a certain point. Oh no, if I hit it once more, it's destroyed. Okay, yeah, I definitely don't want to mess that up. This is genuinely the perfect setup though. I literally mine both of these large crystals, and then while I wait for them to get repaired, I go to the heart of the island and then try to get that heart core out of it, or whatever it's called. It's for a quest, the stolen heart. And then wait, I don't know how it took me this long to realize, but if we go ahead and respawn, I forgot that I just got the crimsonite pickaxe, meaning I haven't put any runes on it. So if we come over to the rune maker, we should have enough to put at least one rune on it, right? How expensive is it? And I have a mining power that I want to put on it. Yes, right here, a max mining power room. Let's attach that. 412,000. All right, that is taxing, bro. I mean, we kind of got to do it though. Ah, that hurt though. On the bright side though, we now have an extra 15% mine power, which should honestly help out quite a bit, because since our pickaxe does do 750 base mine damage, that's what? Oh, do like an extra 200 almost? Cool, let's try this out. Oh, 1,700, 1,200, 1,900. Oh yeah, I can definitely feel the difference. That is what's up. What's not up is that these spiders are in the way. Get out of the way, little Timmies. Okay, let's go ahead and lock in though until we get another ore that we haven't gotten in before. Now that we have this mine power on our pickaxe, that should genuinely help us out quite a bit. Yo, and nah, it's literally been 5 minutes of me mining, and what is that? That is definitely a new ore. I have not seen that. It looks like a rose almost. Oh, it's this thing right here, right? Wait, yes, give that to me. Unfortunately, we do have to fully destroy the rock, but like if we get another ore marked off the list, I cannot complain. Golabite, 1 in 9,999. Yo, wait a minute, let's actually check that thing out. Where'd it go? Golabite. It's legendary and has a 9.99x multiplier. This name reminds you of somebody. What? Is that a placeholder? Because I feel like the moonstone also says the same thing, and yeah, it does. Wait, what? Well, that's another ore marked off the list, so now we only need another 6 ores. And how much money will we actually get from that? 1,000? Not too bad, actually. And I'm not gonna lie, we're making some crazy good progress. We're already 25% of the way done, and we're only 18 minutes in. Not gonna lie, me having max mine power plus a dwarf race and the best pickaxe in the game is definitely helping. This may actually be a piece of cake. Ooh, and it's only been a bit longer, but I'm pretty sure we already found another new ore. Bruh, leave me alone, demonic spider, though. Come on, don't be like that. I'm just trying to get my new ore. Okay, and I could be wrong, but I'm like 90% sure we have a new ore in here that we haven't gotten so far. Wait, what? It was just moonstone? Bruh, we just wasted that rock. Like, I was in such a good position, too. We need to get another rock, like, right here. It was like this one over here, like, we'll get attacked. Oh, yeah, we trolled there, I can't lie. I didn't think that was a moonstone. It looked different. With that being said, before we get back to grinding, I think now's a good time to mention that we're on the road to 200,000 subscribers. So if you want to be a part of the OG 200K, make sure to slap up that subscribe button. With that being said, it's time to get back to grinding because these new ores aren't going to collect themselves. Ooh, and that's what I'm talking about. That's the frogite ore that we needed. You'll love to see it. Unfortunately, we did have to waste a heart of the world, but like, oh well, not too big of a deal. They don't look too uncommon to spawn. That's already the second one we've had spawn. And just like that though, that is 3 out of 8 ores completed. The only issue is that those were the 3 easiest ores out of this whole island. And not to mention the 3 most common ones. Like the rarest one we currently got is 1 in 10,000, but then I'm pretty sure the most rarest one is like 1 in 1/4 million. So like, that's definitely not going to be easy to get by any means. So what I think I'm actually going to go ahead and do is mine until my 9 minutes of miner potions go away. And then let's just say I have another plan up my sleeves, which should honestly help us out quite a bit. For now though, we just gotta go ahead and lock in. Yo, and look at what we just found. What even is that? That thing looks so creepy, I can't even lie. Ugh, I don't even know if I wanna mine that. I guess we kind of gotta since it's for the challenge, but like that thing looks so creepy. Evil Eye, 1 in 33,000? Ooh, wait a minute, that was like a very far up one. Well, we can go ahead and mark that off the list. Just like that, we're already 50% done. Crazy how we got that Evil Eye before these other 2 that are a lot less rare. So now, before we actually get back to mining, we're actually going to employ that strat that I mentioned earlier. Because either way, it's not like I even had to wait the full 10 minutes. Let's go ahead and buy some minor potions though. And no, this is not part of the strat. I just need those before I head back to the cave. For the actual strat though, we do need to switch to our demon race because that the strat is fighting the boss. And I know what you're thinking, how's this a strat? And just trust the process. Let's go ahead and enter and come here, boss. Let's just say I want him to drop a special rune here that we'll be putting to good use. Luckily for us, we do have like some very good gear, so killing this boss really ain't even that hard, to be honest. Look at his health bar, it literally just gets shredded whenever we're not stunned. We get stunned pretty often though, so I wish we could honestly do something about that, but I don't think there actually is much besides dodging, just like that. But dodging is too much work. I love just swinging my sword crazily. Dodge. Oh, how did I dodge that? It doesn't even matter. This is where you go out, boss. Come on, a few more swings. Wait, oh wait, he's low-key got me low. Okay, it doesn't even matter. We got into our berserker state though from our armor. And he's gone, and bruh, he didn't drop anything we needed. No. I was hoping he would drop a minor 2 shard, because with a minor 2 shard, it can have like 2 abilities on it. So it can be like plus 10% luck, and then plus also 10% mind power. Man, that is unfortunate though. That would have been so good to get, because imagine having another 10% mind power and then also 10% luck. Like you literally wouldn't be able to beat that. Low key, what I can actually do is just fully mine out these rocks until I get enough materials to forge like 30 pieces of armor, because that's all I should actually need to be able to put another rune onto my pickaxe, because each armor piece is worth like 10-ish K dollars. So times 30, that's 300 K dollars. And then plus what we currently have, that should pretty much get us to the 400 K dollars needed to be able to put another rune on our pickaxe. Low key, I might have to do that in a bit. For now though, I just want to see how much new ores I can get in 30 minutes of grinding. We're just going to put our mind to it for 30 straight minutes. We're not going to do nothing but grind. So let's go ahead and pop 3 minor potions, and then let's get to it, because the rest of these ores aren't going to get themselves. Since they are the rarest ores in the game, this isn't going to be easy. And look at what we found. I think that's actually 2 right there, if I'm not mistaken. That is 1 very spiky ore. And bruh, of course these diamond spiders are third partying. We got to deal with them quick too. We do not want that ore respawning. Wait a minute. Die, die, die. Wait. Okay, wait. Break it quick. Ooh, okay, we're chilling. I really thought that was going to like rebuild itself. Duranite, 1 in 21,430. Wait a minute. That is way rarer than I thought it was. The name reminds you of someone? Okay, yeah, that is definitely like bugged, or that's just a placeholder. Just like that though, we now have another ore marked off of the list. Only 3 more to go. And I'm not gonna lie, that one took a bit longer than the other ones to get. And by a bit, I mean like 3 to 4 times longer. Like the other ones we were getting within like a couple minutes, but that one took like 15, which that's like what? Almost 10 times the time? And while that might not seem crazy, if the final one takes like 10 times 10 times 10 the time, I don't know if we'll have enough time. And I don't even know if what I said just makes sense, but like, I guess it does. Anyways, look at this though. We got like a perfect setup here. Like we literally had, or I guess we had a perfect setup. If we position ourselves correctly here, we can destroy both the rocks, and same with over there. We were also doing the same thing at that other heart of the island or whatever it's called. It's really hard to remember what this big rock is called. And yo, wait a minute. I just saw another Durain fruit. Wait, give me that. Low key. Ore itself looks very spiky, so it might be able to make like a good thorns build or something like that. Now that we've destroyed both of the large crystals next to them though, we're gonna have to get that set up again. And let me tell you, getting it the first time was not easy, because we only have a small chance of a rock actually spawning like right next to it, and then out of that small chance we have like less than a 1 in 3 chance of actually getting a large crystal. So like, yeah, getting that exact setup is going to be a bit tricky. Luckily for us though, if we check out our timer, wait, give me a second, I need to kill these spiders real quick. They're low-key tough. Anyways, as I was saying though, luckily for us, if we check out our timer, we still have 9 hours left. And I'm not gonna lie, we're making some crazy good progress. I did not think we would get this far this fast. Ooh, and then wait a minute, is this a double mine right here? Wait, come on. Sometimes you have to go like the other way. Wait, don't shut this isn't a double mine. I guess it's not. You see what I mean? Like this rock is just a tad bit too far to the right, and because of that, we can't like double mine them. Oh, wait, an ethereal life though. Don't mind if I do. That makes some of the best armor in the game. And then what is that golden thing? Wait a minute. Is that another one of the new ores? That is like the worst ore of this new island, but like it is one of the new ores we needed. Coinite, 1 in 15,000. Description: an epic ore that is fragile and weak, but worthy of its rarity. What does that even do? Like, I know it's useless because the multiplier is only ×1, but like I'm assuming it has something to do with like money. Huh, maybe we'll try and make some armor with it later or something. For now though, we just gotta keep destroying a bunch of these extra rocks just so we can get more large crystals to spawn over there by the other one. So let's go ahead and lock in for 3 minutes. And I know 3 minutes is very specific, but trust. And there you go. The 3 minutes are up. Let's go ahead and reset again. And the reason I was being so specific with the time is because if I'm not mistaken, the boss fight should have reset again. So let's go ahead and switch to our demon race. And then let's hope this thing is actually unlocked, because if we can manage to get one of those minor 2 runes, like, we'll be cooking. Okay, and yes, perfect. It is unlocked. So now we just gotta clap this boss up again. And there he goes. Yes, we got a minor 2 shard. Oh, wait. Yes, let's just hope it has 2 good perks on it now. Stash, and where's that minor 2 shard? Come on. Bruh, just what? Wait, it glitched out. It's a minor 2 shard, but it only has mind power 1 on it. Bruh, that is unlucky to say the least. No, wait, actually, I don't want to sell that coin knight. Man, what is that luck? That literally stinks. Loki, you know what? We're already up to 100,000, and I'm pretty sure I should be able to actually mine to 400,000 with only like 40 minutes of grinding, because this place over here is like filled with monsters, and I'm pretty sure if you spend like an hour grinding them all, you get like close to $600,000, because every 15 minutes you get like 125,000 or something like that. And the reason you get so much is because of all of the essences they drop. Oh, and then wait a minute, talking about essences, that reminds me, I'm loaded in essences. Look how much we have. So we literally have 336 epic essences. Let's sell 200 of those since we don't want to sell all of them. Then let's also sell 800 of these other ones. Holy, we have 1.6k of these. Let's sell 1500 of those. Then let's sell 250 of these greater ones, and then like 500 normal ones. How much money will we get for that? 152,000? Oh yeah, I forgot we had that much. Okay, yeah, this rate we'll only have to grind these out for like a good 20 to 30 minutes, and we should have more than enough money needed to put another rune on our pickaxe. And while this might seem like a huge waste of time, if we can manage to get another 15% mind power, that should literally boost our efficiency by like a good 15%. So as long as this takes like less than an hour and a half, this will have been worth it. And plus, not to mention all the times in the future I'll also be using my runes on the pickaxe. So like Loki, this is a pretty good investment on time, because who doesn't want like a fully maxed out pickaxe? I know I sure do. Okay, and after 30 minutes of grinding, we're up to $376,000, and I haven't sold a single essence that we've gotten. So if we go ahead and sell some of those, that should honestly give us more than enough money to be able to put another, whatchamacallit, on our pickaxe, another rune. And wait, I'm not trying to die here. These guys in the back are attacking me. Anyways, let's sell 300 superior, then let's sell 100 epic, and finally, let's sell 100 greater essences too. And that should give me, yup, $48,000. So just like that, in literally only half an hour of grinding, we already have more than enough money needed to put another rune on our pickaxe. So now we just gotta get the rune. And I'm actually going for a mind power 15 rune, because people have done the math, and I'm pretty sure those are by far the most efficient ones. And look at this, conveniently, the boss fight has just reset. So hopefully, just hopefully, we can get a mind power 2 rune from this guy, and then it also has some luck or even some swift mining on it. I'd honestly take either one. Both of them would be very good. Loki, I'd probably prefer swift mining, just because like I love being able to mine super fast. Let's go ahead and finish this boss off real quick though. Dash, and then last few hits before he's a goner. Wait, 2 more hits. Goner. There you go, goner. Bruh. And we literally didn't get anything we needed. Alright. Okay, well, I fortunately do have some luck runes. Or wait, they're just called minor shards. Whoopsie. Minor shards. And they are maxed out at 16%. However, if I'm being honest, I don't want to put luck on my pickaxe, because like I said earlier, it's been mathematically proven that mind power is the best for the pickaxe, especially since these new rocks have so much more health. So that means we're gonna have to go ahead and go back to World 2 to get ourselves some minor shards, because besides the boss, to my knowledge, this is the only other way to get minor shards. Oh, we got another luck totem from the daily rewards. You love to see it. So yeah, we gotta lock in and get a whole lot of minor shards. Luckily for us though, since we do have like full World 3 armor, we literally like one-shot all of these guys. Look at this. So getting a bunch of bomber miners to spawn should be a piece of cake. And these guys are so weak compared to Island 3 mobs. Like the amount that difficulty level increases when you go to the 3rd world is insane. All we gotta do now though is lock in until we get some very good minor shards. Well, nice. So we finally got our first minor shard. Come on, let's hope we get lucky and get a mind power one. Yield and only 3%? We literally couldn't have gotten anything worse than that. Alright. Okay, here we go, though. We just got another miner shard. Please tell me this one's better than yield. Swift... Oh, it's only 7%, though. I think the max for swift mining is 15%, since that's what it is for mine power, and then it's 16% for luck. So it looks like most of them are roughly around that speed. Another miner shard. You know what they say, third time's a charm, right? Ooh, mine power. Ooh, third time is indeed the charm. We've only been at this for like 10 minutes, and we already got a 14% extra mine damage. That's literally only one away from the max. And it literally only took us like 10 minutes to get. Okay, so yeah, low key, let's go for like another 15 minutes, and then if we don't get anything better, ooh, wait, another one. Come on, fourth time's charm, swift mining 10. Ooh, that's also not bad. I need to actually double check and see what the highest for that is. I'm pretty sure I've seen 11% before, though, so I'm low-key gonna have to double check that. Okay, yeah, I just searched it up, and I'm pretty sure 12 is actually the max. I could be wrong about that, but that's like the highest percent I saw. So only being 2 away from max really isn't bad, but that low-key makes me think maybe that mine power one is a lot better, just because it's an extra 4%. So times that by the 4 runes you could put on the pickaxe, that's an extra like what, 16%? Yeah, and that is a pretty big difference. Okay, yeah, that makes sense, because if we had both a maxed out miner shard that has swift mining and then another one that has mining power, they would still have a 3% difference. So like that definitely makes sense why mining power is the best. And another miner shard. We're low-key getting them left and right now. Swift mining 7 and then yield. Yeah, let's sell all those extra ones. Okay, yeah, though, let's go for like another 10 minutes to try to get a maxed out mine power or swift mining. And then if we can't get that, we'll just apply that mine power that has 14%. Okay, and yeah, after like another 10 minutes of grinding, we didn't get anything too good. The best other shard that we got was this mine power 12 one, but we already have a better one than that. So now our last hope is to go back to world 3, and we should be able to fight the boss one more time before we get back to grinding the rest of the ores that we need. And even if we don't get a good miner shard out of the boss, I will definitely count this as a success, just because we spent 50 minutes to get a miner shard 4 rune that we can actually put on our pickaxe, since we already have the money to do so. So that should theoretically increase our efficiency by a good 14%. Or wait, no, even more, because if we count the miner potions, this increases it by 10 extra % mining damage. So what is that, like another 15 to 16% or something like that? Not really sure. What I am sure about though is bruh. Oh wait, never mind. I was gonna say no shot, I just waited a whole minute and it was still locked, but now we're chilling. As I was saying though, I am sure about fighting this boss. So come on, bossy wassy, I need you to please give me another rune, a miner shard one preferably. And wait a minute, this time we're like beating him super quick. Dodge, or I mean block. Oh, he completely missed. What was he doing there? Block, dodge. Okay, yeah, maybe dodging is the play. I usually just like swing my sword, but like dodging and blocking prevents me from getting stunned so much, which lets me deal with damage a lot faster. Anyways, though, there he goes, and no miner shard. All right. Okay, well, on the bright side, though, we do have that 14% mine power shard, though. So let's come back to the rune maker and then plop that bad boy onto the dragon pickaxe. So just like that, we now have 29% extra mine power. So that's practically like 30%, meaning we're up to pretty much like 1,000 base mine power. Oh, yeah. Now that is what I love to hear. Let's go ahead and equip our dwarf phrase, though, and then if we check our index, we still have another 2 ores to get, and those 2 are the rarest ores currently in this cave, so this will take a while. Before we actually get back to grinding though, what's our mine power looking like? Ooh, 1.39k, 1.96. Can we pass 2,000? 1.39, 1.3. Okay, yeah, we're like just short of 2,000 on critical hits, so yeah, that's not bad at all. And then do we have our... Yes, we do have our master miner equipped, and after we destroy another 1.5k rocks, we'll get an extra 5% mine power, so that isn't too bad. Anyways, now that we got our pickaxe upgraded again though, it's time to lock in until we get the rest of these ores needed. And after like 8 hours of just continuously sitting here mining down this heart to try to get the last 2 ores that we needed, if we go ahead and check our index, we didn't get them. How? I genuinely have no idea. This heart right here should only be like a 1 in 55k, and the other one I'm pretty sure is like 1 in quarter million. So how didn't I get after like 8 hours of just straight grinding? I really don't know. Genuinely don't know how I got that unlucky. Literally after hours, I just sat there. I really want that soul hard too, since I was trying to finish the Raven 3 quest. Well, GG's only. Subscribe!